everyone, my name is Thales Peterson. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm gonna talk a little bit about myself. I'm 45 years old now. I live in Florida. I have two amazing kids, Ariella and Alessandro. Ariella is about to turn 14 in April and Alessandro just turned 9 in January. I grew up in Brazil. That's where I'm from. I'm from São Paulo, Brazil. Grew up playing soccer and playing tennis like every kid down there. And my dream was to become a professional soccer player and also become a professional tennis player. I come from a family that gave me every single opportunity that you can imagine. My dad is a retired doctor now. My mom is a retired dentist. I have two sisters, Patricia and Thais. They are both older than me. Patricia is a lawyer and Thais is a doctor. And I had every single opportunity growing up to go to very good schools, to attend college. So I consider myself extremely blessed to be able to grow up with the family that I did. So I went to school. I have a degree in physical education, my master's in exercise science with emphasis in soccer. I did as soon as I graduated college. I moved to the US in 2004, right after graduating college. I graduated college January of 2004, and I moved to the US in March of 2004. I am recording this March of 2025. It's going to be 21 years that I have lived in the US. When I first came here, I lived in New Mexico. Val, Barbara, Kevin, Drew, Chris, if you're watching this, I love you guys. That's my American family. I lived in Albuquerque, New Mexico first. I came originally to only stay here for 3 months, but that family is absolutely incredible, amazing. I ended up staying a lot longer. They basically adopted me. I consider them my American family. I love them with all my heart. I miss them very much. So after coming to Albuquerque, I moved to Miami, where I had the opportunity to work with one of the best soccer players ever. His name is Romario, where he was playing down in Miami, and I used to work for a company that we did soccer camps, clinics, coaching education, and things like that. That's how I ended up coming to the US in the first place. So the company invited me to move to Miami to work with them a lot closer. So I used to work for the company and also for the club. At the time, they were called Miami FC. They were in the USL Championship. So I had both roles. And after a little while, things didn't quite work out as well as I had hoped. So I moved to California. It's a funny story. I met a guy called Mike Williams. Mike did a coaching education course in Brazil, and I was one of his instructors, and I ended up picking him up from the airport and taking him to the place where he was staying. And there was a lot of traffic that day. I was still living in Brazil at the time. I was already working for this company, and I was in charge of taking him to the place where he was staying for a few days to take his license. And Mike used to live, he still lives in Southern California. So he told me this SoCal is one of the best places for soccer in the US. So when things didn't quite work out in Miami, I reached out to Mike and I said, "Hey Mike, this is Thales. I'm just inquiring, do you have anything in California for me? And he said, yes, absolutely. Let me see what I can come up with. So Mike worked very hard, and he ended up giving me a call back and saying, hey, I got you a coaching job here in Los Angeles, more specifically Monrovia, California. And he said, you're gonna coach for my high school team. You're gonna coach with me. You're gonna be my assistant coach. And I'm also gonna be able to give you a club team where you can train them and then go to the games on the weekends as well. So I was like, you know what? Right now, I got nothing going. I was single at the time. I was about 25, 26 years old. So I packed all my stuff, everything that I could fit in a suitcase, actually 2 suitcases. I paid overweight, packed all my stuff, and moved to California. Had no idea who was gonna pick me up from the airport, had no idea where I was staying, but I had a lot of faith and I had a lot of hope. So I flew to Burbank. I got out of the plane and Melody Sirhall was picking me up. She tapped on my shoulder and she was like, are you the coach? And I was like, yeah, that's me. So she was like, okay, I'm gonna be the one taking you home. So got in the car with her, and it turns out that I was actually gonna be the trainer for Melody's team. Melody's son, Tony, was going to Monrovia High School where Mike used to coach. So I ended up coaching Tony for high school and club. Such an amazing, amazing experience. And it's funny how God puts the right people in your path. So Mike knew Melody and Melody knew Greg. So it turns out that I am staying at Greg's house. Greg had just bought a property. He told me, since you are coming now and you are a soccer coach, he had 4 kids, he has 4 kids, and all played soccer. And years later, I ended up coaching one of them, Adam. So Greg said, well, since you're just coming on now and I just bought the property, the house was not in very good shape. So he gave me a couple months of free rent and said, hey, if you're able to help me out, kind of organize the house, put some of the things together here, I'm gonna give you 2 months of free rent. And I was like, whoa, absolutely, let's go. So he gave me the 2 months for free. And that's how my journey started in California. Out of nowhere, I had no idea where I was going, what was happening, but I've always knew that whatever I could do, it would be up to me to always try my best. So that's how I've always lived my life, is always whatever you can do, do your best. So my journey in California started that way. I was coaching for the high school team, Monrovia High School team, and I was training the club team that Melody was the manager. So this is the very beginning of my journey in California, and it's so funny how things work out. And I will go a little more in detail about how my journey was in California in my next video. So stay tuned. It talks about my journey starting a club there out of nowhere. We didn't even have a name or anything like that. So stay tuned. Come back for the next video that I'm gonna talk about my journey in California and what happened. You will be very, very surprised. If you don't know me personally, stay tuned. You're gonna find out some crazy things, how the universe really conspired in your favor to help you out. So whatever you're going through, if you're going through any difficulty, anything right now, stay on the path. One day at a time, one step at a time. Keep going. Keep believing.